The Trump administration, once again within the last week, has proven that they don't care about the public, they don't care about our health, and they sure as hell do not care about the environment. Last week, Andrew Wheeler, the acting head of the EPA, decided that they didn't need the opinions of scientists when it comes to, getting advice on what to do about all of the pollution in the air. So he sent memos and emails to dozens of scientists who were currently serving as advisors, outside advisors to the EPA, telling them that their services are no longer needed. So to put it in simplest terms, Andrew Wheeler, head of the EPA last week, fired a bunch of scientists whose job it was to advise the agency on how to control air pollution. People who know what they're talking about, people who understand both the environmental damage that air pollution can do, as well as the damage that it can cause to human health. The EPA just said, thanks, but no thanks. We're going to go with our panel of corporate executives because we think they know a little bit more about it than you do. That is literally what is happening in this country right now. Scientists, and this has been happening for months now, are being kicked out of the EPA, locked out of the decision-making process, told your services are no longer needed, just so that we can lock them out. And instead of getting their informed scientific opinions, we're going to go to these corporate executives that we've now packed the agency with on our advisory boards, and they're going to tell us what's best for this country. No, what's going to happen is they're going to tell you what's best for the industries that they represent. And what's best for those industries, is to make sure that we continue just spewing as much carbon and other pollutants, mercury and other toxins into the atmosphere, regardless of the effects on human health or the environment. That's what's happening today. Scientists are being kicked out of the conversation and replaced with people who have a financial interest in poisoning us. Because that's what's going to happen. We know that some of the rules that this EPA has scaled back here, the mercury and air toxic standards rule, it's going to put more mercury and other toxic heavy metals out into the atmosphere. It's going to cause brain damage in children. It's going to cause other long-term health effects for people of all ages. We're going to have thousands more people die early each year because of the rules they've repealed. Those are all things that this EPA has actually admitted when repealing these regulations. They don't care about human health. I mean, the environment, obviously, they don't care about. That's out of the question at this point. But we can't even get them to care about the fact that they're admittedly going to be killing people each year because of this. That is a sad state of affairs in the United States today. I mean, I have never in my lifetime seen this kind of an attack on the EPA, on any, really, government agency in my entire lifetime. This is conservatives destroying the federal government from within so that they can go back later and tell us, see how dysfunctional the federal government is? Well, yeah, of course it's dysfunctional when you intentionally sabotage it and pack it with your industry hacks. People are going to die from the decisions that the EPA is making today. And what's even worse than that is that they don't care about it.